Hi YouTube, hi. Hi Facebook, hi. Say hi when you come on, say hi. Comment, hashtag replay. If you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch after I post this. Alrighty? Alright, so there is the Cash App.
Ready?
And there is the Amazon wish list. Hold on, did it do it right?
I was gonna bet you they rolled it at work today.
Alright, there you go. Now you can read the star comment in the comments if you want, because I'm gonna
If you want to come, you can.
pin the Cash App. There you go. Alright. And you guys, hold on one second.
I didn't know that both your CD and Jack got fucking hurt. Trust us, Thomas. We know how it feels, man. We've been through it for the past 20 years.
Alright, guys.
You're finally feeling it.
There you go, YouTube. There's the Cash App. Okay? Now let's see. Can y'all see the... Wow, y'all real close to that pan.
Now you know how we feel, man. 7-2, 6-28. Philly got fucking Jacksonville, bro.
Yeah. Okay? So we're having pineapple chicken and rice. Pineapple chicken and rice. All right? Let's see.
Didn't Jacksonville do something? Show me the Jacksonville that was there last year. It was in the playoffs, bro. They came back down against the Chargers and won. It's 22-0. It's over.
I know.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, I gotta wait.
Chicago's losing 24-9.
You going out?
Yeah, we're going to play ball.
Huh? What about dinner? What are you doing, you guys?
We're going to go play basketball with some of his coworkers.
For what?
We're just going to play basketball.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that. All right. So what I'm going to do...
He just snaps in half.
And I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to move this. Hold on, guys. I had to... I'm going to put the YouTube up here, see if this works. Can y'all see? Yeah, that works pretty well for YouTube. Okay. I'm going to put y'all back a little. All right. So you guys may see the YouTube from behind. I apologize about that. Because that's the best place to put it. Okay? Let me see. If I did it like this, then no. Let me see. You could see half of it. All right. So let's do this. So I cut the chicken up already. Brownie. And I preheated hold on, guys. No, wait a minute, guys. Never mind. The spoon is right here. Okay. Now this chicken, I could probably fit it in the other smaller pan, but then I'm going to add other stuff to this. That's why. Okay, so let me stir this up. So we're cooking the chicken, okay? That's why I was a few minutes late. Usually it's 5 o'clock. Remember that. On Tuesdays, Fridays could be a little, Tuesdays is 5 o'clock, but other days could be different. Today is 5 o'clock because it's Sunday night. My husband does work tonight, so. Okay, so the chicken is cooking. Hold on, guys. 1 second. My son decided that he could turn the dishwasher on, put it on rinse, just to rinse over the dishes that he already washed, okay? And then it would heat dry it. But I don't think it heat dried it because he didn't put it on it. Well, first of all the dishes are soaking wet. And yes, some of them were not dry from last night when we put them in the dishwasher to dry, but they were drier than they are now. They were nowhere near as wet. But I don't even know why he did that. And those were dishes from this morning. He could have took the little bit of wetness that was still on them and just quickly gave them a dry off. I mean, he didn't need to do that. And I'm going to tell him that when he comes back because he just left to go play basketball. But I'm going to tell him that because he just made them more wet and he did it just a little bit before I started cooking. So, and I was going to make tea and there was just a bunch of other stuff and he just really didn't need to do that. And why? Because also, you know, after dinner, I want the dishes done pretty fast after we eat. But if the dishes don't dry in time, so we can put the other dishes in there, it makes me mad because, you know, from last night, you know, they take up a lot of space. So I'm trying to add more dishes. No. And dishes like this pan that I'm cooking in, no, you're not putting it in the dishwasher. The pots and pans need to be dried by hand and then put away. My son's going to get it eventually. Okay. All right. So I am making tea now. Some tea. Yeah, so I was going to make it right before or at least start the water right before I got on live with you guys. But, okay, so I am going to go ahead. Let's see. It says, after I cook the chicken, it says cook until golden brown and cook through, remove chicken and set aside, and then we got to do some other stuff. You know, the other stuff is probably going to have flavor, but it didn't say anything about seasoning the chicken right now. Okay? But I'm choosing that I want to season the chicken. I want to, so. And where I put the, hold on guys. Where I put the, camera, it kind of in the way. If you want to go in the pantry to get any dry food, because we do have the pantry, and if you want to get in the refrigerator, it's a little in the way. It really is. The camera is. But I don't know. I'm going to try it another way next time. Okay? Let's see. I am going to try putting it maybe over on this side. The same side as the, just maybe put it like back out, like back here some so it can face the stove. Now we're using smoked paprika too. I used onion powder, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. Oh, a little salt and pepper I forgot to put on there. And the reason I'm using smoked paprika is because I don't have regular paprika. And I was gonna buy some today when I went to the store real quick to get a few things. But my son, which my son is not a good person to take with you to the store unless you're planning on going in there and getting out as quick as you can. He was complaining about everything and telling me, why are you getting that? You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. And I was like, damn, it's not even his money and he's eating my food. And I was going to get paprika, regular paprika. There's no difference between smoked and regular. You don't need to buy it. You have some smoked and blah, blah, blah. And it got me so mad. So I was like, okay, I didn't want to hear him. And yes, there is a difference. Smoked paprika has a smoky taste. Regular paprika does not. So next time I go to the store, I'm going to get it and he ain't coming with me. Because we use a lot of paprika on our chicken and stuff. We use a lot of it. So. Okay, so it's cooking up there. It's getting there. It's almost done. Okay, let me give you all the ingredients. Now, I doubled it. 1 pound of chicken breast, cube. Cut it up into, dice it, cube it, whatever. 1 cup of pineapple cubed. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. That's probably to cook the chicken, which I didn't measure it. I just put some in there. 1 onion chopped. I'm not putting any onion in here. We don't like much onion, but I do sometimes like to put a little bit. But I must not have seen that because I didn't write it down or I don't know, but I didn't buy an onion. 2 cloves of garlic, 1 red bell pepper, diced. I do have some diced in the freezer, but they're red, yellow, and orange, so it doesn't matter. 1 cup of jasmine rice, which is going to be white rice because I didn't buy jasmine rice. 2 cups of chicken broth. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. 1 teaspoon ginger grated. It's just going to be out of this. This is ginger, and I've got the garlic here. I'm going to squirt it out, and it'll be it. Salt and pepper to taste. 1/4 of a cup of green onions sliced. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Those 2 are optional. I don't like green onions, really, and I'm not going to worry about the sesame seeds. So the first thing, in a large skillet, heat the olive oil. Medium heat, add the chicken cubes and cook until golden brown, then remove. Heat and cook through. Remove the chicken and set aside. In the same skillet, add the onion, garlic, and red bell pepper. Okay, so it'll just be the garlic and red bell pepper. Okay? All right. I thought I had to cook the chicken separate, but no. Because once the vegetables are softened, the onion, garlic, and red bell pepper, then you add the pineapple. Cook for an additional 2 minutes. And then you add the rice. Chicken broth, soy sauce, ginger, salt, and pepper. Bring to a boil. And once you boil it, you want to reduce the heat to low, cover, and simmer 18 to 20 minutes or until the rice is cooked through. Return the chicken to the skillet, mix well, and heat through. Serve, garnish with green onions and sesame seeds if you choose to. Now, when it says 18 to 20 minutes, I keep a watch on it from 15 to 20 only because we're using regular rice. Hold on, I'm just getting a soda, guys. I'm using regular rice. And as you guys know, jasmine rice, I think, may cook a little longer. Or I don't know how it works with jasmine rice. Because I like jasmine rice. I've had it before, but I don't think I've ever cooked it. But I got to remember not to lean against the counter and just look at you guys. I got to turn around and look at YouTube as well. Sorry, guys, I was thirsty. So nobody's on YouTube. Let's see. Hi, Martha. How are you doing? How has your day been going? My whole weekend has been busy. I was getting stressed out, so stressed out today. I didn't even think I was going to be here cooking. I was just stressed out, my anxiety, and then I was having just some pain, and I just wasn't sure what was going to happen tonight. But Okay. So this stuff is still, I don't even know why my son did this. He puts the rinse water and then in the dishwasher, and then because he thinks it's gonna heat air dry, but it's more wetter than it was earlier. It was still wet this morning because he washed it last night in the sink, but since they weren't all the way dry, he decided to do this, and I just thought it was crazy. I don't even know why. My son sometimes thinks he knows everything. Like, I don't know everything. No, I don't. But my son, everything, if I don't do it his way, or if I don't do it his friend's way that's staying with us, the friend that we knew since childhood. But anyway, they're like, and they'll go off and say it ain't done right and everything, like everything is done right their way. They don't have to have it their way, but if it's not, but their way is the right way according to them. So I don't know. I don't know. Just trying to get some stuff out and dry, but I gotta start. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta stir this chicken, and I gotta put some tea bags in the tea I'm making. So let me stir the chicken first. Okay, so the chicken's about done. I'm trying to remember everywhere I put everything. This is clean. Okay, so I'm going to put the chicken in here. And if you ever come on here, guys, and you think the TV is too loud or you can hear the TV, let me know. Because I'm also trying to adjust that. How can you still hear the TV? Can you hear it louder? Can they put it a little louder and you still not hear it? Because we're a little further away from the TV than I was before. You know, all that kind of stuff. So let me give this a taste. Okay. That's good. Chicken is yummy. Okay. Chicken is yummy. Okay, so now let's go on to the next step, which is in the same skillet, add the onion, garlic, and red bell pepper. Cook until vegetables are softened. And it doesn't say add anything because it's still kind of got greasy in there. And it's on medium. So let me get the stuff in there. Or it's like burning. Okay, so it's the bell pepper and the garlic because I don't have onions. Okay, that should be enough. Dropped a couple. Okay, let's stir them up. Okay, let's get the garlic. How much garlic was it? 2 cloves, which is 2 teaspoons. But since I got this squeeze bottle, now I only got this because I didn't see the jar where I can scoop it out. So I'm just going to put 1 splat. Oops, that was a little more than a 1 splat the second time. It's okay, we'll just have a little extra garlic. And you can put more or less garlic. Wait, what did this say? It said 2 cloves, so it would be 4, actually. Because I'm doubling it. Now, remember that. Now, I'll read the ingredients one more time. 1 pound of chicken breast, 1 cup of pineapple, cubed, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 red bell pepper diced, 1 cup of jasmine rice, but I'm going to use white rice, 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of ginger grated, but I'm just using the same thing in one of these. Okay, salt and pepper to taste, and then 1/4 cup of green onions sliced, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Those 2 are optional as garnishes. Now, all the measurements I said, you double it if you're if you want to double it, okay? So, it said how much? 1 red bell pepper. Oh, I was doubling it, so I could have put more bell pepper in there. I'm just going to. Heck, that's it. That's it. I'm going to do it a minute or 2 more to get these. Because it softens pretty quick. And if you like less than 1 onion, or if you're doing, it said 2 garlic cloves and you only want 1 or you want more. If you're doubling it and you want, that's 4. But if you want more than 4 or you want less than 4 if you're doubling it, or less than 2 if you're just doing, whatever you want. You know, you can do more or less. Okay. Let that cook a minute. Okay. Be right back, guys. I'm going to have my husband taste the chicken. You want to taste it too? Good? Okay. It didn't say season it, but I did. All right. My husband's good with that. He likes it, the chicken. Okay, so let's see. So I told y'all the first step was to cook the chicken in olive oil over medium heat until it's cooked, and you're gonna dice it or put it in cubes. Cook until golden brown and cook through, then remove and set aside in a bowl. All right, then the second step was same skillet, add the onion, garlic, red bell pepper, cook until vegetables are softened. Then we're going to add the pineapple and cook for another 2 minutes. Okay? Let's see. Pineapple cubed. It doesn't say anything about the juice, so we are not going to include the juice. It doesn't say. Okay? So, let me see. Let me get this. I'm going to have to wash this again because I'm going to pour. Okay, some of it spilled. So let's see. We got the 1 cup. Okay, so and it's still on medium. Oh, it's almost the whole. So if you're going to double it, I suggest you get 2 cans. Well, 2 cans, they're 15 ounces each. So you're going to get, it'll be a total of 30 ounces. But my son went and got this big can. When I told him to go down the aisle and pick it out. And it was 20 ounces. 1 pound, 4 ounces. And besides maybe half a cup or less was left, the rest was used if you're doubling it. Okay? So, just got a little bit of pineapple here, and I will be eating that. Okay, then all right, I got to rinse that. I spilled some juice on the... So let me... And I don't have microwave. The microwave in the extended stay was already in there. All right, let me... No, timer. All right, so 2 minutes on the timer. I do. I like my new place. I'm happy about that. It was just a lot of stuff going on. Stressful weekend, and then today I had to... We were supposed to have our car towed here because... Well, we're watching a car for somebody, but it's in our name for now. It doesn't run until we can get it fixed, so we've been taking the bus. But we were supposed to have it towed here yesterday. We called them I called AAA in the morning. We have AAA. They say they don't do resident to resident, so I had to call the tow place myself. They said they would call us when they got a driver. I waited till 1 o'clock. This was 10 something in the morning. I waited till 1 something, nothing. So I called them back. They said they're very busy. So I waited, and still nothing. This morning I called them. They said they start off busy on Sunday, so nothing. So I went and called another place, and they said they could have a driver. They'll probably be over there in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I said, okay. And they were a little cheaper anyways. Use them. Canceled the other one. So I thought. But here is the mix-up. My husband left a little earlier than I told him to. He got a lift to go back over to the old place so he could meet the tow guy there. Well, I got a phone call from the tow guy, so I told my husband. My husband had just gotten there, and I texted him. I said, "The guy's there. Look out for the tow truck guy." All right. And then I saw in my text messages a link where I had to go make the payment for the tow driver. So I did that. It was $95. The other one was $110. And mind you, we're only going 3 miles. So I did that. So I did that, and then, hold on. I did that, and then a little while later, this was after my husband was already home with the car. Sorry, I just got to get the tea bags. I got a call. I didn't know what it was. It was our area code, so I answered it. It was a tow guy, and he said he was there, and I was like, what's going on? And I tried to explain my situation and his situation, and come to find out, the tow guy that did pick up my husband and the car this morning was not the one I called today. It was the one I called yesterday. So, and I thought it was the one from today, so I went to the link and I paid the $95. I paid $95. Okay? I went to the link, put in the card, and did that, right? So, my husband came home. He gave me the receipt. And the receipt said 110. And I said, why does it say 110? And he was probably like, maybe they wrote the wrong thing on there. Okay, so, but he was telling me something about, there was a number on there like 7,400. And I said, did it say 509? He was like, yes. I was like, that was yesterday's tow truck phone number. And the 110 was theirs too. But I didn't think nothing of it. I said, oh, well. So then when I had gotten that call, we were trying to explain to each other what was going on, trying to see. And I said, okay, so y'all got the $95 payment? And he was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, okay, I thought I was paying the tow guy I ordered yesterday because they were taking too long. So I called you guys instead, and I canceled the other people. And I thought I was paying them. They're like, no, you paid us. But I was like, okay, then the other tow people from yesterday got us, and I don't know. They didn't even ask my husband for a payment or nothing. They didn't ask him. They didn't ask him at all. So I was like, okay, so that means the tow that towed him here got no money. Did they think AAA was going to cover it? Because I told them yesterday when I called them, I told them, I said, yes, I have AAA, but I can't use it because AAA will not tow from resident to resident. So I had to pay out of pocket. So that's what I told the tow people. So I don't know why they think they didn't have to get paid. I don't know. So in the end, the one who picked them up, I guess, is not getting paid. I don't know what they're going to do because that's not my fault. And then the ones who were supposed to come today, but when they called me, we had already got towed home, so I had to tell her, and I apologized because I didn't mean for that to happen. I got mixed up on who was who because I canceled the other one from yesterday, so I didn't even think about them. So they refunded the $95, and that was all good. So, yeah. It was a mix-up, so. But all is all, I thank the Lord anyways, because I'll be able to have a little more money to get some food. So, that's good. So anyways, all right. So now, that's the pineapple part is done. Hold on, guys. Oh, I was just looking at a story my son posted on Facebook, and once again, the Washington Commanders win. We are doing so well this year. We are doing so well. We're like the head of the game. But anyways, gosh, it always leaves out one. Okay. So now, it always goes up. All right, so now, sorry guys, this thing keeps going out. Okay, so now stir in the jasmine rice, which I'm going to do white rice, chicken broth, soy sauce, ginger, salt and pepper, bring to a boil. And once I bring it to a boil, I'm going to reduce it to low and cover. Simmer 18 to 20, but I do 15 to 20. I'm just going to scooch all over a little bit because I got to get the rice. I need to get everything out the cabinet before I start with y'all guys. But I would do 15 to 20, like check it at 15 and then go from there because, oops, I'm going to wait till I'm done with y'all to put everything away. Because, this is white rice. Well, I think white rice cooks quicker than jasmine rice. I'm not sure, but I think it does. All right, so I'm going to, let's see. So 1 cup, I'm going to put in 2 cups. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to pull out. Oh no, I was going to pull out my half a cup because my 1 cup still has a little bit of pineapple in there that I was going to eat in a minute. But then I forgot that this is my rice scooper. It was in with my husband's mom gave us a container of rice. It was already somewhat used, but way back when we first moved into our last, not the apartment before here, because that was just the extended stay, but the one before that, that we moved into after we came back from West Virginia. But and it had this in there. Now there's a line that goes up to 3/4. See, there's a line that goes up to 3/4, but the little bit of the cup that's left is another 1/4. So if you fill it to the tippy top, it's 1 cup. So here we go. Let's do this. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay. All right. So chicken broth. Let's get the chicken broth in there. Chicken broth is 2 cups. So I'm doubling it. So it will be 4 cups, which means this whole thing, this whole chicken broth, because it's 4 cups. This whole thing is 4 cups. So good. So let's get this poured in here. Oh, if you hear that beep, that's for my tea. I'll get it in a minute. Oh, but I do that. I gotta go get I left my trash can out there where we put it because it doesn't fit in the kitchen. But I was gonna bring it in here, then I was like, nah, now I do because the tea bags, after I squeeze them, they'll still be dripping, and I don't want to drip all the way. Plus, I got a little bit of trash here, and I need to bring the trash can in when I'm cooking. All right, soy sauce and ginger. Soy sauce is 1 tablespoon. So it'll be 2 because I'm doubling. Oh, I've got 2 different drawers with my silverware. I got them in these little. I'll show you guys. These little, since this one has nothing right now. These little things. Didn't I have something in there? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it had little spoons. They were all either clean in there or so. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons. I just put a tiny bit extra. Just put it into the chicken broth to kind of rinse it off. Alrighty. Got the soy sauce in there. Now the ginger. 1 teaspoon of ginger. It's going to be 2 teaspoons. And it says grated, but I'm using this. Okay. That's done. Salt and pepper. And I put salt and pepper in the chicken already, but the chicken's not in here, so. And you know what? A whole lot of salt. Because chicken broth has a lot of salt in it. Okay? So don't put too much. And then at the end, when it's all done, you can taste it. If you think it needs more pepper or salt, you can add more yourself. Okay? But just put a little bit of salt, pepper, and good amount of pepper, and then taste it at the end after you mix everything together and it's all cooked. Okay? So mix it together. Because I got, let me see. Let me pull this out. Okay, I'm trying to find what I do with the can of pineapple. Oh no. Soy sauce. This just says chicken broth. It does not say low sodium. These big boxes, it's hard to find low sodium. And I got them from Sam's, so. But I would like to have it. Oh, it's on the back. It says how to make chicken soup. But anyways. Let me see.
And they definitely have a chance for 2 more possessions after this. Offers that they got to play some good defense, which is a challenge against the close offense. The only thing you're thinking, if you're
Okay, it doesn't say anything about low. So, you know. But anyways, so now I'm waiting for it to boil. Once it boils, I'm going to reduce the heat to low, cover and simmer for 18 to 20 minutes. So it says reduce the heat to low, but then it says simmer. My simmer is usually 4. That's how I usually do a simmer. If I listen to it, actually put it on low like it said, it would be low. But 3 or 4 should be a simmer. It's starting to boil, so in just a minute. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going out there and I'm going to go get the trash can, okay? Okay, so I got the trash can. Open it. All right, let me put some stuff in there. I'm waiting for it to boil. All righty. Okay, it's boiling, so let's cover it. Let's go down to 4. I already had it on medium, so 4 is not much more down, okay? And it said 18 to 20, but we're going to do 15. Now, I hope the timer, and like if I have to cook something in the oven, I hope that I can still use the timer. If not, I'll just put it on my phone. Okay, I'm going to put this stuff back into the refrigerator. The cupboard's not easy to open because that's closer to the cupboard, so because I was going to put the rice back, but all right, so let me do this tea. Hot. All right, got that. All right, so now this spoon is dry. That's a small spoon. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. See, I start the cold water. So the tea, I start the cold water and then I put the tea in with it. Because it's the hot tea and then. All right. So I'm waiting on that. Okay. All righty, guys. Let me put this right here. I know I had the dishwasher on, so I was stepping over my. Hold on, let me get another spoon to stir the. So that I don't have the wooden spoons. I put them in their box. So. Okay, guys, I usually use an old wooden spoon that I have to stir the tea, but my 2 old wooden spoons I put in a box labeled with my brother and his friend's name because I was giving them some stuff I don't use a lot for when they get their new apartment. My son and him applied like shortly after we did, like a week later or 2. They got denied because my son's friend. But my son went yesterday, I think, or yesterday to the office to reapply, and she wasn't going to make him pay a $50 fee. She was just going to transfer that $50 to his application, but she said he can't move in, his friend, but you know. So my son applied. It was early. It was in the morning, and I thought she was going to give him an answer by the end of the day or let him know what apartment they have open. But so my son says if he doesn't, he's going to call him tomorrow morning. So hopefully they can get in by the end of the week because my son gets paid this week, and we always get paid 2 days early because you know they work. My son and my husband work the same job, except my son is still in training. So gets paid like 3 or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock something on Wednesday. So he can move in the earliest is on Thursday. But I'm going to use this. I don't usually use this for stirring tea, but okay. So that's taken care of. The tea is done. Tea is done. Okay, let's see. Nobody's on YouTube. Let's see. Anybody come on here? Hi, Marie. I hope you're still here. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment to get into things. So if you're still here, let me know. How has your day been going? Or just answer, how has your day been going? And I'll know you're here. Okay? I might have one more soda because I'm very thirsty, but the tea is, even ice. The tea is hot enough where the ice is just going to melt that fast. And I do got this big white thing we can dump the trays into and fill up with more ice. But we only have one ice tray, so it's not doing a lot. So I'm going to try to fill up the ice trays at different times. Like let's say I filled up one at 8 o'clock in the morning. The other one was still in there. The first time would be kind of, and let's say ice was still in the second one. Just leave it in there, dump one ice tray in there and let the other one stay. And when I fill it up, when it's about halfway frozen, dump the other one in there. And so I can fill them up at different times. Okay. So when the rice is done, I can return the chicken to the skillet, mix well, and heat everything through. Okay, warm the chicken up again. And it'll be done. That's how quick this is. Okay? So while I'm doing that, and I want to continue to talk to you guys, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Let me see what happens if I bring it up about right here. Y'all can't see the pan, but it's okay. Y'all saw the pan. It's just cooking. So when the rice is ready and it's done cooking, I will show it to you, but I will back this up so you can see the pan. But you really can't see what's in it. So, but you know, but y'all saw me stirring it and all. I'm just bringing you closer so I can see if anybody comes on. All right, thank you, Marta. A lot of people. Hi, Kate McDevitt. I hope you're still here too. How are you doing, Kate? Because I didn't see you. I didn't go back up. Now I'm going back up to make sure. Hi, Deborah. I love my new place. You know, there are some things wrong with it that I could complain about. But, you know, when you're getting an apartment that's low priced and it's not you know, like one we had before that cost us like 15 something, but we got a deal for signing an 18-month lease for 13 something, and me and my husband were splitting it with someone else, and that was really nice. What do you call them? Luxury apartments? You know, it's not a luxury apartment, but it is bigger, way bigger than our other one. So the room is much bigger. The closet is in the bathroom. You go through our bedroom, and you can go through our bedroom. You get to the bathroom. You got the sink, a big long sink. Then you got the closet. When you first go in, you got the door with the closet. Then you go just down a little bit, and you got the door that goes to the toilet and the shower, but the sink's on the outside. And there's a second room. It's not considered a bedroom. It does not have a door on it. The entryway to it is like entering into your kitchen, you know. And it has a door to the bathroom as well, and a small closet. So that's where the boys are for now. I mean, they take turns sleeping on the couch because they both don't want to sleep in the room on the floor together. But hopefully my son gets this apartment. He'll be in the same apartment complex. And I told him, and I'm going to remind him that on the nights I cook for you guys, if he wants, I'll call him or text him, let him know what we're having for dinner. And if he agrees that he wants that, I'll, let him call him or text him and say, hey, dinner's just about to be done if you want to head over. And if he doesn't want to stay here and eat, he can get a container, put it in there and take it home, bring his own container because I don't want to run out. Because I gave him a couple of containers. So he can bring one, put food in there. If it's enough, he can put enough in there for doubles because he always has a second bowl, and then he can go home and eat. He doesn't have to stay here. If he wants some. Especially until, probably not this time, but probably the next until he starts getting a regular routine. Because he said he was going to start taking out like $120. That's what he said. For food. And I guess for himself because his friend can buy his own food. And my son can make $120 after 2 weeks. Him and his dad could make $300 or $400 last all month. I don't know. Me? I could go to the store and spend $300 in one trip and it would last 2 weeks. That's it. So you know how it is. Okay, so while we're waiting, it shows 5 more minutes on the timer. I am going to dry a few more of these from the dishwasher because, and I was going to wash some of these dishes beforehand because the rice may not be done. Now, depending how long it takes, if it does take 18 minutes, then I'll note it. If we love this recipe, I put it on. I got a paper that's on my clipboard where I write down the names of the recipes I make. Like if I make this tonight and I'm completely in love with it, it tastes so good, I want to make it again. I'll put it on that list. And just right next to it that it was made on Facebook Cooks, and then I can make it again. Babe, this one, you see how it's peeling all off the top? I guess they didn't make it good enough. See, I bought this for I think this is the one I bought for my husband. Yes, but look at it. It's already peeling and it's bubbling up, see? It's just, I don't know. Oh, mine is too. Forget it. It's not how it was made. Babe, mine is all falling apart too. I think it was the dishwasher. Oh, this wasn't like this the other day. This didn't happen until my son put it in the dishwasher. Now I'm going to have to show this to my son and tell him, don't ever put these cups in the dishwasher. Because we washed them by hand at the other place because we didn't have a dishwasher. And I use the dishwasher just, when I have a dishwasher, I just use it for, putting the dishes in and drying them. But my son thought his idea was a good idea. And obviously the dishes are still wet. It doesn't dry that fast. I don't know if the heated dry already came on, because he wanted to use the heated to dry. He said, and that'll clean it in 30 minutes. It'll be all dry and ready to put away in 30 minutes. I was like, whatever. And then, he thinks the heated dry. Tell me, comment below if you're still on here or if you're watching the replay. Comment below if you wash your dishes in the dishwasher or whatnot. If you put on heated dry, does that actually dry your dishes? Does it work for you, or is that what it's supposed to do, the heated dry? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Does the heated dry work for you guys? If you put it on, after, so it'll do the heated dry after the dishwasher's done running. Let me see what y'all have to say. I like my new. Let's see who else. It is stressful, Martha. Plus, I was getting upset because I was trying to deal with the tow truck guy getting here and getting one here so we can get it off the other lot, because I don't know. I didn't want it to be on there too long and get towed. And then I was trying to wait for the guy who actually owns the car. Well, it's his car, but it's in my husband's name until he come back and get it. But he was supposed to send us the money for the tow because we didn't have it. Now, we had something to pay for it, but we needed it back. So he was going to send it in the morning because he was working till close at night at his job. So then he texted me this morning, and stuff about how much was the money and checking with everything. So I was waiting, and it's like 6:12 here. Nothing. No money from him yet. He was supposed to, he said this morning because he was supposed to go out. He had to go out to the, someplace to put money on his card. I guess he didn't have money on his card. I guess he only had cash, or he had money on something else because he sends money to Cash App, but he didn't have any money on his Cash App. He needed to go put them on there because he does have a Cash App card though. So because he had got a new job and I guess, I don't know if he's gotten direct deposit on the Cash App card because you can get direct deposit on your Cash App card. So he sent it to my husband because I don't have a Cash App. I can't have one. But yeah, he was when he had his other job, and he was sending us money because he sends us money so we can get this car fixed. So he was using that. But okay. So we haven't got that. So as soon as I'm done talking to y'all, I'm gonna text him and see what's going on. I did text him earlier. I told him to, let me know when he sends it so I can tell my husband to check his Cash App. But I went because it was hot and it went down the wrong way. Okay. All right, let me see. 15, 18 would be in 3 minutes. I just put 5 minutes and I'll keep looking at it because it's still a little hard. The rice is not quite soft enough. Okay. So, dishes are all out of here. I'm just going to wash the few that I have. I don't want. Okay, so. All right, so I'm going to talk to you guys and wash dishes. And I'm going to turn my back, guys. I'm going to turn my head to look at you guys every once in a while. Because I'm always talking to you guys on Facebook. And I forget about YouTube. And they probably get my back a whole lot. So I'm going to just talk for a couple of minutes. And I'm going to. I'll turn around because I got to check the messages. See if anybody new comes in. Or whatnot. Let me eat my pineapple. Because I just wanted to wash the measuring cup. I had the leftover pineapples in. So same thing with the pineapple juice. It wasn't cold. I like it better cold. When I get fruit, which I did get some I got some fruit cocktail. So I could put it on top of ice cream that we bought yesterday. I'm just putting the dishes back in here to dry. I'm not going to turn them on or anything, and I'm going to tell my son not to do it. But I might have to. I mean, the ice cream's going to be really cold when I put the fruit cocktail in there. But I'm deciding whether I want to put the fruit cocktail in the refrigerator. Because when I used to buy a lot of cans of fruit, whatever I was going to eat in the next day or two, I would put in the refrigerator so it would get cold. So. And here, it's the like my son said, the cutting board, these rubber cutting boards, they were still a little bit wet. Who cares? Just dry it a little bit. Better than being soaking wet. So Yeah, I'm gonna tell my son not to turn the dishwasher on. So yeah, we were supposed to go. We were gonna go do laundry today because it's been 2 weeks. So we usually do it on a Saturday. It's been 2 weeks and one day, and I just didn't feel like it. Nobody really did, but we knew we had to. So they wanted to wait till after 3 o'clock when the game was over, right? So my husband was watching the game on his phone when we went to the store to pick up a few items because I had a little bit of money to buy a few things. So I said, well, if you're watching the game walking to Walmart, you can watch the game walking to doing laundry. Oh, I forgot to wash the coffee pot, right? So, and then we were talking about that, and my son's like, when is the washing machine, oh, excuse me, supposed to come? Because what happens is there's a place that will rent to this apartment complex. They rent to other apartment complexes too, but when they ask you what apartment complex, they'll know if it's on their list. But it costs $45 a month to rent. Okay, a total of 50. It was 53 or 56 because there's $7 fee for if your washing machine breaks down, they'll come and fix it. If it needs replacing because it's not fixable, they'll bring you a new one. So that's the $7 fee. And then there's taxes, and then let me see. Something else. It just came out to be like 53 or 56. Okay? So yeah. I decided to do that because usually I spend about $50. No, not $50. $30. 15 every 2 weeks on laundry. So that's only like 20 something dollars cheaper to go do laundry, but paying for the convenience, of not having to go to the laundromat is a good thing. We do have a couple around here because it's a big apartment complex. You can see one right outside our back door, but we was going to have to walk 6 or 7 blocks to go to one that's right up the street, the end of our street to another street. Because ours is not working right now. I mean, the machines work, but there's something to do with some connection or hot wire or something. It's not working, right? So we have to wait till they fix it. And so we just decided we wanted to go for the rental. It's not a rental to own. I think it's just a rental while you're living here. So if you live here for 5 years, you want to rent it every month for 5 years, go right ahead. But if that was going to happen, I would definitely ask them, can we return these in and just buy our own? Because I would pay cheaper to buy my own than renting it for 5 years if I live here for 5 years. I'm not saying I'm going to live here for 5 years. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm just saying, So the alarm went off. I mean the timer. Okay, and the bottom's getting. Ooh. I turned it off because the bottom is starting to stick. I didn't think about checking the bottom. I should have just done like 3 minutes, but it was only on. I'm just scraping it because it didn't start sticking a whole lot. And I like warm pineapple too, because I have that when I'm eating like sweet and sour chicken. For a minute, I was looking like there's nothing. I forgot I didn't put the chicken back in. So let's stir this chicken back in. Oh, I turned it off. I'll put it back on 4. No, I'm not going to put it on 4. My thumb touched though. Because to heat it through, but the rice is going to stick if I heat it through. If I would have checked it a little bit more, I would have had a little bit juice still at the bottom, and I could have. Okay. I'm up here spilling stuff. Okay, so it's off, but I'm giving it a minute or two so the heat in the pan can warm up the chicken. Okay? Oh, shoot, I can wash this. Okay. Okay, I was just washing a couple more dishes there. Bowl I have the chicken in. The spoon rest. The lid for the pan, and then wash it because once I get me and my husband's food out, I'm going to cover it up. I like to keep my food covered. Because the boys, they wanted to go play basketball, so once they get back here, they can get their own food. All right, babe. All right, guys, so I'm going to make 2 bowls, and then I'll taste one. I'll take a bite for you, and then we'll be done here. Let's see. About 1 hour and 11 minutes. Well, this thing is a lot quicker, but I just been talking and been on here with you. So, yeah, you cook the chicken. When that's done, you put in the vegetables like the onions, bell pepper, and garlic. Cook it till it's softened. Then add in the pineapple. Stir that up and let it cook for 2 minutes. Then add in the rice, soy sauce, ginger, salt and pepper to taste. What else was it? The ginger, rice, salt and pepper to taste, soy sauce. I think that was it. Cook the rice about 18 minutes, maybe 15 to 18 or 18 to 20, whatever. Just watch for it. When it's done, stir it up. Add the chicken back in. And let the chicken cook. If there's a little bit of liquid in there, you know how rice, you want to leave a little bit of liquid in there so it doesn't get too dry because as it's setting, it will absorb that liquid after a while. So you want to do that here, which it absorbed all the liquid and the rice started sticking. Now, enough where I could scrape it off, but not enough where it was burning, no. But, so a couple minutes less. But if there's a little bit of liquid, then you can let it cook, less than simmer, not on 4, maybe 3 or 2, just to warm up the chicken that you put back in there. But, let me see. Yeah, the chicken's hot. Just putting it back in here, letting it, even with the stove off, if you just put it in there, stir it up and let it set for a few minutes in the rice mixture, the chicken will get hot again. I promise you, I just tasted it. Okay. All right, so let me guys, my counters are clean. My stove is mostly clean. The first half of the dishes are clean. Most of my stuff is clean, and I'm at the end of cooking. When my son, and especially the other guy, his friend, because his friend is a real good cook and he likes to make stuff. When he cooks, there's a mess all over the stove. On the counters, dishes are piled up. Like our sink used to be piled up with dishes. Now that we got 2 double sinks, but they're small double sinks. So, there's not a lot can fit in here. But yeah, all sorts of things like that. But me, I clean as I go along. I wipe things down. If I spill something, I wipe it right away, especially on the stove because I don't want a huge mess. And I don't want it to, because the stove is hot from the stove or hot from me having the oven on, cooking whatever. If I'm cooking something in the oven, it heats the stove top. So if I was cooking before in the pan, before I put it in a casserole dish and it spilled, I don't want the heat from the oven to, make it stick more on. So, it's stuff like that. And I did double this. And it looks like my son and his friend could split this and have a bowl full and it'd be gone. I did it for leftovers, but they're probably not going to be any. So if I want to make this again, if it's that good, I'm either going to triple it or 4 times. Because I saw how much is in here. If I do it 4 times, it'll be double what I have in here. Which, I'm going to go with 3 times. Okay, let me go give my husband his bowl real quick. And then I'll come back here and taste it for you guys. Wait, who sprayed that? Is that mine? Seriously? But Alvin's going to need to start, they're going to need to start cleaning this off because they're not taking over this whole table. If Alvin wants to put his stuff on, he can put it on a small table. All right, guys. I'm just complaining because we've got a big table out for the living room. It's a folding table, but it's a longer one. Then we got 2 small brown ones. One of the small brown ones I'm giving to my son. He needs to put his stuff. The bigger, longer one I usually eat on, and I use it, and I don't want him to. They just load it with stuff. He just loads it with a lot of stuff of his and junk, and just leaves it there, and it's so full you can't. I didn't know I still had some of this though left from the store earlier. But anyways. All right. Oh, I forgot to take a picture of it. So I will just take a picture of my bowl because I forgot to take a picture of it before I dug into it. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, I almost forgot what I was doing. I gotta get everything out the way. I don't want too much in the picture. Looks good. All right. How does that look, guys? Can you see it? If you're still on here, let me know. Let me know if you can see that good, how it looks. Same thing with you, YouTube. Okay? You say. All right. Have a good night, Martha. Talk to you later. Bye. Martha, I've never made homemade butter. No. If you see this, because I think you're gone, or if you happen to see this message or see the end of this, I've never made homemade butter. If you could send me a recipe or just your own words on how to make it, I would try it one day, and I would try it on live. Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this for you guys. Okay. Here we go. Let me get some pineapple, rice, chicken. I don't know if y'all can see that. That is really, really good. That's dance worthy. Woohoo! But yeah, it was dance worthy. But it's really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. And I'm gonna end my live like I always end my live. I appreciate anybody who's come on here, Facebook and YouTube. And I appreciate anybody who will come on and watch the replay. All right? And I want y'all to stay positive, do your thing, and hope you guys are ready for another work week tomorrow. All right? And let's have a good night, good night's rest. And tomorrow, I'm going to try and come on here, this page on Facebook, my Elizabeth Gibbs page. I'm just saying that for YouTube in case y'all see this. Elizabeth Gibbs Facebook page. And I'll try to come on tomorrow so we can just chit-chat. All right? And then I'll come back Tuesday, my normal day, to cook. We're going to be making Crunch Wrap Supremes. The Crunch Wraps from Taco Bell. I've made them once before, I think, on live. But we're going to be doing that on Tuesday. All right? So I love you guys. Love all you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, YouTube.